If someone had told me at 20 that one day I'd be 86, sitting in this very chair, I would have laughed. 86, that sounded like an alien number, a story from a distant future I couldn't even imagine. But time, my friends, has a funny way of sneaking up on you. One minute you're chasing dreams, the next you're looking back, counting the seasons. And let me tell you, from this vantage point, life looks different. People often ask me, with a mix of curiosity and a little bit of pity, if you could go back, what would you change? They expect to hear about big life regrets. Maybe a failed business venture, a stock I didn't buy, or a trip I never took. Those things are there, of course, like tiny pebbles in a shoe. Annoying, but not the whole story. The real things, the lessons learned too late, they're much quieter, much more profound. This isn't just old man wisdom I'm spouting. This is a confession, a piece of my heart I want to share with you, before it's too late for you to understand. You see, the biggest personal regrets aren't about the things we did. They're about the things we didn't do, the words we didn't say, the feelings we didn't show. And for me, there's one moment, a single, ordinary moment that haunts me more than any grand failure. It's not dramatic, it's not a scene from a movie, but it holds the entire meaning of life for me now. I was about 35. It was a Tuesday, I think. A completely forgettable day. I was rushing home from work, my mind cluttered with deadlines, presentations, and the pressure to climb the corporate ladder. I remember the weight of my briefcase, the tightness in my shoulders. Success was my mantra, the only destination I saw on my map. When I walked through the door, my son, who was maybe 5 or 6 at the time, came running to me. His eyes were wide with excitement. In his tiny hands, he was holding a drawing. It was a mess of bright, chaotic colors, reds, blues, yellows, all clashing together. He pointed to a little stick figure with a huge smile and said, "Look, Daddy, that's you, and that's me, and we're flying a kite." I glanced at it. Just a quick glance. I was tired, I was stressed. I mumbled something like, "That's nice, buddy," ruffled his hair, and walked straight past him into my study. I had a report to finish, an important call to prepare for. I told myself that drawing could wait. He could wait. He just stood there for a moment, his little shoulders slumped, the colorful paper crinkling in his hand. He didn't cry. He just quietly walked away. I didn't think much of it then. In my mind, I was doing what a father was supposed to do, working hard to provide. I was building a future, a foundation of security. But what I was actually doing was trading moments for milestones. That's the moment. That is the single moment I wish I could go back to. Not to win the lottery, not to be young again, but to go back to that doorway. On that ordinary Tuesday, I would put down my heavy briefcase. I would kneel down, so our eyes were level. I would take that drawing in my hands as if it were the most precious piece of art in the world, because it was. I would ask him about every single color. Why is the sky purple? Tell me about this giant sun. I would trace the lines of our stick figure selves holding the kite string. I would listen. Really listen. I would pull him into a hug and tell him it was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. I would have stayed there, in that moment, for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. That's the great illusion of life, especially when you're young. You think you have an infinite supply of laters. I'll spend time with the kids later. I'll call my parents later. I'll tell my partner I love them later. But later is a thief. It steals the present moment and leaves you with a pocket full of faded memories and a heart full of what-ifs. Aging and wisdom are a strange partnership. The wisdom comes, but often only after the opportunities to use it have passed. I learned that success isn't about the size of your house or the title on your business card. It's about the richness of your connections, the depth of your relationships. It's about collecting moments, not things. These are the emotional life stories that define us, not the achievements we list on a resume. The true meaning of life isn't found in a grand quest or a dramatic revelation. It's found in the small, seemingly insignificant interactions we have every single day. It's in the shared laughter over a silly joke, the comforting hand on a shoulder during a tough time, the simple act of being present for someone you love. Time and regret are two sides of the same coin. We spend so much of our youth chasing time, trying to get ahead, and so much of our old age wishing we could get just a little of it back. But you can't. That clock only ticks forward. So this is my life advice for adults, for young people, for anyone who will listen. Stop waiting for later. Put down your phone. Close your laptop. Look at the people in front of you. Your child with a drawing. Your partner wanting to tell you about their day. Your friend who just needs to talk. These moments are your life. They are the real treasures. Don't trade them for the illusion of productivity or the chase for some distant goal. I have a lifetime of senior life reflections, but it all boils down to this one simple truth. The biggest life regrets come from the love we didn't give when we had the chance, the attention we didn't pay, the moments we let slip away because we thought they were unimportant. Before it's too late, I want you to look at your own life. Who is holding up a drawing for you? Who is waiting for you to look up and truly see them? Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't walk past them. Kneel down. Listen, be there. Because, I promise you, when you're 86, sitting in your own chair, you won't be thinking about the report you finished. You'll be thinking about the kite you never flew. Thank you for listening to an old man's story. If this resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And maybe subscribe for more reflections on what truly matters. Take care of your moments.